Right.
Okay.
You let them know that we didn't have fun.
Yes.
I do.
Okay, wait,
Hi.
are you here for Demos?
Are you doing you?
We don't have a forum.
Okay.
You got my email. Okay.
We want to double check.
Yeah.
Wasn't going on without you.
Yeah, okay, so, we don't, okay, sounds good. All right, interrupt.
No, no worries.
But Bob, I think Bob was part of Demos, so. Okay.
Okay. Good. Karen, you good? Okay. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Welcome to the October meeting of the Zoning Board of Review. I'm Kate Atwater Butcher, the chair. We have Jen Brady, our zoning official. I got it right? Yeah. Karen Browning, our solicitor, is on the computer over there. And I'll let the rest, we got Sally Broussard, our stenographer, and the rest of the board can introduce themselves.
Mark McGuire.
Corey Black.
So welcome. We have a couple of continuances and decisions that will not be read tonight because of lack of quorum. The Demos Family Trust is a public hearing for the Demos Family Trust, Gregory and Desiree Demos trustees, Plat 3, Lot 108, application for variance under Section 306C for an addition to a single-family dwelling. We do not have a quorum for that this evening, so I will move to schedule that to the November 20th meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
We may or may not have a quorum for that.
Okay.
So,
And I'm actually recused on that, but for the sake of moving things along, I'll.
Steve, Rob, Mark, Susan, but I have to check with Bob and I don't know for sure if he's going to be at the meeting.
Okay.
So
The original Demos public hearing?
you are,
Can I count towards that?
was it?
That was the one when it cut out, right?
Yes.
When the computer shut
Yeah.
down?
Okay. The decisions for David Russa, Plat 10, Lot 6, fire number 411 Payne Road, cannot be decided this evening because of a lack of quorum. And so we are working on a special meeting on that. And Muddy Paws LLC, Plat 6, Lot 72-2, fire number 149 Old Town Road. That decision too does not have a quorum this evening, and we are working on a special meeting date for that one as well, which I am recused on as well. And that's it. So that goes to our applications. The first application is for Gregory T. Hofelt and Aaron A. O'Leary, Plat 19, Lot 16, fire number 925 off Coast Guard Road. It's an application for a variance from Section 113C and 306C to construct an addition to a single-family dwelling. Hi. Okay. I went through this pretty thoroughly, and I'm very interested in the construction of getting this house bigger because it does have the smallest bedrooms on the planet. But I would like my concerns is that really the only place that it can be expanded? So
Yeah, the theme of this application is trying to preserve
unique character that built.
Okay, all right. I look forward to hearing it. Right. Did anybody have any questions for Eric? Or any, want to see anything else with the application? Okay.
Karen, I have one comment, It's Karen.
Sure.
Hi, first, if whoever's at the podium, through the night, just make sure your mic is on. Otherwise I have a difficult time
Eric,
hearing.
is that on? Eric, is that mic on? Is the light on?
No.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
hear me if I talk up?
Yes, I can hear that. Thanks, Eric. So I just have a concern, Eric, and I think, I'm sorry?
Joe is talking. Hold on, Karen.
Oh, that's what the green light looks like. Okay.
there you are. That's much better.
The other kind.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I just wanted to say that, Eric, I think let's go ahead and get this scheduled for a hearing. But then you and I should talk offline. There has been a recent Supreme Court case that I think might be instructive on this application. And I think if you and I put our heads together, we can kind of make sense of that, how that might affect this one.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
got it.
So that being said, I'll like to schedule this for, can we schedule it for November? Doesn't have to go anywhere. It's just a variance.
Variance, but I think it's something that the Conservation Commission should take a look at. So they have a meeting before your November. meeting,
So let's
yes.
schedule it for November. I'll make a motion to schedule this for the November 20th meeting. Any discussion?
Is it supposed to be is it Wednesday, the 19th or
Is it
Thursday, the
we're-
20th?
Thursday.
Thursday the 20th?
Because the Wednesday is the town council meeting, so.
The room's not available. Okay, all in favor? Okay, motion carries.
And did you add to conservation?
Oh, and
Did you add conservation in that motion?
make a motion to send them to conservation as well.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Great. All right. The second application of the evening is for Diane and David Boston, Lot 19, Lot 35, fire number 1199 Coast Guard Road, application for a special use permit under 314, 401, and 424, and a variance from sections 113 and 314 for construction of an addition to a dwelling that is in the New Shoreham coastal zone.
Yes. And you may have seen this
Yes.
before.
So my question to you,
Yes.
in going through it, is anything changed from the initial application? Not that it makes a difference, we still have to hear it.
We have more to show you. We had to do quite a bit to get a preliminary determination from CRMC,
Mhm.
which was favorable. We just got word that the ISDS has been approved by DEM. We've created a landscaping plan in accordance with some of the wishes of the CRMC in reviewing that application. We went through all the time that we've spent since that last hearing, plus some time prior to that has been with CRMC. So
Okay,
we've done quite a bit of work on that.
okay,
But the house itself really hasn't changed.
Okay.
It's more what we've done in terms of buffering.
similar to your other clients, I just come prepared to really make that argument of why you.
We'll
take-
have a team.
Area.
Yes.
And Karen, do you have anything for Eric on that one?
Possibly, but nothing to discuss right now. We can discuss that when we talk about the other one.
Perfect.
Anybody have any questions for Eric? Okay,
This has to go to conservation and planning, so I don't think.
January meeting.
I think it'll be January 28th,
Okay.
26.
I'll make a motion to send the application to both planning and conservation and to schedule it for the January 28th meeting. Any discussion? Yep. All in favor? Aye. Great.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Thank you very much.
All right. The first and only public hearing of the evening is for Mitchell Sider and Lisa Beck, Plat 11, Lot 37, fire number 787 Snake Hole Road. Application for a special use permit under Article 3, Section 306E, and Article 4, Section 406 for expansion of a single-family dwelling and an accessory residential structure.
Good evening. Joe Priestley representing Mitchell Cider and Lisa Beck. This is their application to construct a new house on the 3.5 acre lot on the south side of the island off Snake Hill Road and to repurpose their existing burger house as an accessory residential structure in a low-lying portion of their lot in a cluster which includes a garage/studio building and a swimming pool. The proposal is described quite well in a short memorandum filed with it by Gail Goff, their architect. Well, I'm gonna have witnesses over there. I can move there and move back and forth.
It's easier for you to hear.
The proposal is described quite well by their architect, Gail Goff, in a short memo which she filed with the application. Mr. Cider is here this evening, as are Gail Goff, their architect, and Dennis Staton, their landscape architect. Before I get to the main presentation, which we'll address in some detail along with the normal special use permit criteria, lot coverage, building planes, and wall planes, I think it is important to address the definitions of these in your ordinance.
Exhibit 1.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Wall plane. Building plane. We're stamping.
What I'm giving you are the wall plane, building plane, and lot coverage definitions from your ordinance, exactly as they're written, with the exception of certain parts in italics, which I italicized.
Applicants, exhibit 1. Oh, no. Yes. Joe.
Corey didn't vote on Demos to close the public hearing because she was the alternate, but she was at that meeting. Can I call Sergio and have him come back for Demos? Or just continue it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm recused, so
Charlotte left too.
I can text Charlotte.
but she's not going to come back. We just told her
Okay,
to go.
okay, we'll just continue it.
Yeah, I mean.
Right.
Okay, did I give you this? I have one that I'm stamping.
We're gonna call this A, applicants exhibit A, because we already started with exhibits the last time. Is that okay?
Okay.
Lot coverage, as opposed to building lot coverage, is the total lot area that is or may be covered by all surfaces, by all structures on surfaces such as building footprints, patios, tennis courts, swimming pools, and any other similarly alternate surfaces, as well as road coverage and parking areas that are constructed of an impervious surface. Road coverage and parking areas that are constructed of a pervious surface are not included in lot coverage. Mr. Staton has prepared a very clear plan which shows all the building footprints, patios, swimming pools, and other similarly altered surfaces, roadway and parking areas, which comprise Mr. Cider and Ms. Beck's proposal. He has clearly distinguished the permeable from the impermeable, and we'll be admitting that to you. The permeable areas include the house, the burger cottage, a garage studio, a shed, and the swimming pool with an impermeable adjacent paving. All of these are included in the lot coverage calculation. The permeable areas include the reclaimed granite apron near the garage studio, reclaimed granite walks throughout the property, pool, terrace, front walk, back walk, native weathered fieldstone steps throughout the property, back walk, outdoor living area, garden, driveway, and 2 parking areas. All of these, except the driveway and parking areas, are included in the lot coverage calculation. Mr. Staton will explain to you that the driveway and the parking areas are constructed of permeable surfaces, and according to your definition, they are not included in the lot coverage definition. You'll find that we have a total lot coverage of 10,748 square feet, consisting of 5,866 for the building, 3,353 for permeable areas shown on the driveway, 275 for the impermeable areas around the swimming pool, 442 square feet for the impermeable swimming pool, and a permeable garden of 812.25 square feet, for a total lot coverage of 7.31%, less than the 10 that's allowed. Building planes and wall planes are related but distinguishable concepts. And what I found talking to architects on all of these, they find them difficult, so I thought I'd go through them. Building plane is defined by reference to the building itself. It is quite simply the portion of a building facade aligned in the same general plane. A building facade in the same general plane is the building plane and subject to a 75-foot limit in length, unless that plane is interrupted by a building angle of 45 degrees or more and a setback of a minimum of 16 feet from the building facade. Roof design or height is not an element to be considered when considering building plane. It's simply the length of the wall. If you take, you have before you Ms. Goff's plans, and if you take a quick look at them, sheets 2.0, which is the south side, and sheet 3.0, which is the south side elevations, you'll find that it provides almost a textbook diagram of the building plane concept. Running from east to west, you'll find a 7-foot facade segment, a 17-foot facade segment, a 45-foot facade segment, and a 17-foot 5.5-inch facade segment aligned in the same general plane. The total building length is 86 feet 5.5 inches, which exceeds the 75-foot building plane limit. However, the 17-foot 5.5-inch facade segment is set back 16 feet from the adjacent facade at a 90-degree angle. Therefore, that facade segment is not included within the calculation of the maximum building plane. The maximum building plane includes only the 7-foot facade segment, the 17-foot facade segment, and the 45-foot facade segment, for a maximum building plane of 69 feet, less than the allowable 75 feet. The wall plane is not defined by the...
Joe, can you just give us a reference? I'm on page A21. Is that the one?
A20.
A20.
And then you also, then for the building, for the wall plane, which I'm going to discuss next, you'll need to look at A20 and A30. The wall plane is a portion of a building plane of consistent height and roof style. In wall plane, unlike building plane, the roof matters. The relevant building plane in our southern elevation is the 69-foot building plane consisting of the 7-foot facade segment, the 17-foot facade segment, and the 45-foot facade segment. The maximum allowable wall plane is 45 feet, and a perpendicular recess of at least 6 feet is considered an interruption of the wall plane. There is a 7-foot setback on our 7-foot segment, but I'm going to ignore that for the purposes of the analysis.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry.
Question?
Your jog is, you're saying is that 7-foot?
I'm ignoring that 7-foot jog for the purpose of discussion. It would interrupt the plane itself, but we don't need to get there. If you look at the wall plane, the 45-foot segment, the 17-foot segment, and the 7-foot segment from west to east, the 45-foot segment, as you'll see on diagram 3.0, is a 2-story house, is a 2-story elevation. The 7-foot segment and the 17-foot segment to the east are both a 1-story structure. It's a significant difference in height between the two. And if you recall,
wall plane is defined as the portion of a building plane of consistent height and roof style. These are not of consistent height.
I am having a hard time.
You have 830?
830.
You look at A30, this is the east, this is the center, this is the west.
Mhm.
This piece is set back 16 feet. So now we're talking about these two, 45 feet and 24 feet.
Okay,
The 45-foot piece is a two-story house. The 24-foot piece, the 17 plus 7, is one story. There's a significant height difference, and that breaks up the wall plane. You look at the wall plane definition.
reading my well definition thing.
It starts with a portion of a building plane, and a building plane has to be in the same general plane. They are in the same general plane. We're not, they're clearly in the same general plane, but it has to be of consistent height. It would have to be a two-story or darn close to two-story, not to break up the plane. Here we have a significant change in height from two-story to one-story. It's effectively breaking up the wall plane.
Can I have that back?
Yeah.
Thank you.
With that said, I'll start my presentation with Dennis Staton, the landscape
Does anybody have any
architect.
questions before Joe?
I do, Joe. So can you point us, to the section of the zoning that says in excess of 75 feet, you need the 16-foot setback? Because I thought the general prohibition was a wall plane of a building plane, I'm sorry, of 75 feet, over 75 feet.
If you look at the definition of building plane, which I gave you, section 148 of section 2 of the ordinance, it defines building of plane as that portion of a building facade aligned in the same general plane. And our entire south side is aligned in the same general plane. But it goes on to say, a building angle of 45 degrees or greater, we have a 90-degree angle, with a minimum distance of 16 feet from the building facade measured at right angles, shall be considered an interruption of the building plane.
Do,
Yeah.
don't we have a complete length? Like, don't we have, like, you can't just keep jogging and jogging and jogging and going on
There's no limit. There isn't a limit.
regardless of jogs. We don't have a.
You're limited by the size of your lot. But in this case, that's really a theoretical question. We only have a single jog, which specifically complies with the definition of building plane. It's basically goes 69 feet, sets back 16, goes
Yeah.
17 and a half.
See,
Just for
because
the
we've had in
record,
the
I
past,
disagree
and
with that,
maybe you
yeah.
were here for that. I specifically remember we had an application. I think it might have been Norris putting it before us. That
I don't think it was Nora's because I don't think he was alive when we had this, before this was passed.
oh,
Yeah.
This has been on the books for quite some time.
this has been a long time. This has been.
I mean,
since 2000.
I did, for instance, the house that's being built right now before you, Richard Eld. And in the preparation of the process, we had a 70-foot wall, and then they had another 20-foot piece of addition, and they had it right in the middle so that there was a 12-foot setback. I said to the architects, you got to set it back 16 feet. They said, why? I said, because.
Oh, no, but
So there was a wall of 70 feet plus an additional 20. By moving it back to get 16 feet setback rather than 12, you approved it.
Yeah, so,
I was accused.
so if you look at Appendix 1, Figure 5B,
Yeah.
it does have a wall plane of 120 feet.
And those wall planes are part of your definition. Those wall planes are incorporated into the definitions by reference.
Do you Toby, what are the names? I can't think of their last names right now. On the west side, they were before us and we were having a really hard time with it and they ended up having to withdraw because they weren't eligible. The house was too big. It didn't.
And I
But I thought that was just, they had jogs, but I thought it was just an absolute length. But this is saying, Mark, you're saying that says 100 and that shows.
Well, it shows it that way. So it shows a 75-foot.
And if you again, go to the definition, see Appendix I, figures 3A, 3B, 5A, and 5B. They're incorporated by reference.
Okay, that's.
I just interpret it in a different way. I think that it's not broken up enough by the 16 feet on that one wall, this one, that's highlighted better. So it goes to 45 feet,
That
but then if it was interrupted by a 6-foot interruption and then continued up to 75 feet for wall plane, for building plane, it would.
But according to your definition of wall plane, which is the 45-foot limit, it's that portion of a building plane of consistent height and roof style. Ours goes from a 1-story to a 2-story.
So you're saying that the roof is what?
The height is what breaks it up.
Line.
Yeah, if our house, for instance, at 27 feet and some odd inches. If we were at 26 feet 9 inches on that additional point, on the piece to the east, I wouldn't be talking to you, we wouldn't be here. But a 1-story, 2-story is a significant break and clearly, according to your definitions, breaks up a wall plane.
Karen, can you weigh in here, please?
Yes. I mean, I've been following it carefully. Attorney Priestley has accurately described to you what the definitions say. You are aware that there is an appendix to your ordinance that supplements those definitions with images. This is one of those situations where you, as the board members, have the luxury of interpreting how to apply the language and the appendix. I think it might be smart to take a look at that appendix if you have it, just to see what you can glean about what does break up a building plane and a wall plane.
Okay.
If there are other specific questions, I'm happy to answer.
No,
I
that's-
I hate to kind of let you out there by yourself on a, you know,
Thanks.
but yeah, it really is up to you to how you want to interpret it.
Okay. Right. I get the roof changing a lot, but it's I think the lack of, there's the 16 feet over on the,
That's set back 16 feet,
this is nothing.
but it doesn't have to be, it would have to be set back if it were the same height and roof style. It's not, it's a significantly lower height, and that in itself breaks up the wall plane, according to your own definition.
Okay. All right.
My first witness is Dennis Staton, who's the landscape architect for Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck.
But over here would be better, just for Sally, yeah, thank you. And Karen, can you swear him in, please?
Yes, could you raise your right hand? Could you state your name for the record?
Dennis Staton,
And Mr. Staton, could you spell your last name?
Staton.
And Mr. Staton, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth during the course of this hearing?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Mr. Dayton, what's your occupation?
I'm a landscape architect.
And how long have you been a landscape architect?
I've been practicing for 9 years and I just received my license in 2025.
And are you associated with a group called Design Outside LLC?
Yes, I'm a founding partner.
Did you prepare a landscape plan for Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck?
Yes, I did.
Did you base it on the survey plan by Mount Hope Engineering, which is the base plan for the OWTS plan prepared by Mount Hope Engineering entitled On-Site Wastewater Treatment System prepared for Mitchell Sider and Linda Beck, location map 11, lot 37, 78 Corn Neck Road, New Shoreham, scale 1 = 30 feet, dated not September 12, 2025. And it's Lisa Beck, not Linda Beck, I'm sorry. Snake Hole Road, yes, excuse me.
Yes.
I'm going to show you a plan. Is that the OWTS plan with the survey on which you base your landscape plan?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to mark the OWTS plan I just referred to as applicants B.
I marked the other ones A, B, C, so this one's D. Okay. Thank you.
Did you prepare a landscape plan consisting of 3 sheets entitled Tidally Idly Residence 787 Snake Hole Road, scale 1 inch = 20 feet, consisting of sheet L 1.0, existing conditions plan, sheet L 1.1 landscape plan, and sheet L 1.2 existing conditions and proposed landscape plan?
Yes, I did.
This your landscape plan?
Yes.
Referring to your plan as you see fit, can you please describe the existing site conditions and how the proposed development fits into the site?
Sure. There's an existing burger cottage that will be relocated. There's a new house will be built roughly on the location of the existing cottage. In addition, there'll be a new house built, and the existing cottage will be relocated south of the current location and be incorporated into a pool and a garage studio area. At the main house, there will be terraces and walkways, a deck, existing garden, enhancement, and a new parking area.
Is the drainage proposed to go along with the development site shown on the OWTS plan?
Yes, it is.
Can you please describe the drainage system?
Yes. This plan, prepared by Mount Hope Engineers, shows 3, sorry, let me just, dry wells at the main house, 2 proposed dry wells at the relocated cottage, and 2 at the new garage studio. Those, the purpose of those is to treat the roof runoff underground and collect the rain runoff and allow it to infiltrate the groundwater system, to treat all of the water from the roof runoff of the 3 structures on site.
And is all the drainage resulting from this proposal contained on the site?
Yes, it is.
Did you also prepare a drawing showing the areas of pervious and the areas of impervious development proposed by Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck entitled Sider Beck Residence Permeable Paving Diagram, consisting of sheet SKL-2 dated September 19, 2025?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Is this that plan?
Yes, it is.
Can you please describe in detail for the zoning board the areas of permeable development and the areas of impermeable development by reference to your plan?
Yes. At the main house, front walk, the back walk, the outdoor living terrace, as well as the pool terrace and the walks by the garage and burger cottage are all stone paving on a permeable base with open joints, which allows water to infiltrate the ground, as opposed to conventional paving, which could be on a concrete base or a dense grade base, which does not allow water to infiltrate through to the ground. In addition to that, the joints of the permeable paving are made of clean angular stone as opposed to stone dust or sand, which does not allow water to infiltrate through. So the majority of the outdoor living spaces that we designed are using permeable stone paving with permeable bases wherever possible.
And are the only areas that aren't permeable, what are the only areas that, besides the
Yes.
buildings themselves, which aren't permeable?
Yes. The only areas that are impermeable are the reclaimed granite apron at the garage, because that has to be set on concrete because of the vehicular traffic and the weight of cars going on it repeatedly. And then, which is in orange, as also the coping of the pool cannot be permeable because it is part of the pool structure itself and is based on the concrete or gunite frame of the pool.
Now, the driveway and parking areas, as I understand it, are permeable.
Yes.
Can you explain for the board how they're designed?
Yes, it's a simple gravel driveway on a crushed stone base. So it allows water to infiltrate through the system and recharge the groundwater.
And you heard me describe earlier the dimensions of the lot coverage.
Yes,
We're coming up with a 7.31% lot coverage. Is that correct?
yes,
And does that exclude the driveway and the parking areas?
yes,
Is the proposal as designed compatible with adjacent buildings in form, placement, and design?
yes,
Does it relate harmoniously to the terrain?
yes.
Could you just describe again for the board the nature of the terrain?
Sure. So the proposed house is located where the existing cottage and addition is located, and that is at the high point of the site. So our grading plan shown here in this diagram shows a gentle connection using grading to get down from the main house to the burger cottage, the pool terrace, the garage, in a very subtle, natural way. We've reduced the number of steps, or there's no walls, retaining walls used. It's all just natural grading, walkways over lawn, stepping stones in lawn, to traverse the grade change as it naturally is. And all the proposed contours connect to all the existing contours on the site.
Now, is the burger house and the associated structures, are they located in a low-lying portion of the lot?
Yes, they are.
And is there not a hill in front of them as you come from the street, lowers down to where they are and then goes up to the house?
That's correct. We've also preserved the existing trees as much as we can in that area, especially between the street and the development of the new buildings. Excuse me? The new buildings.
Will the plan as proposed adversely affect the physical and visual pattern of land use where it's located?
No,
Will the plan as proposed have any negative effects on island or neighborhood character?
no,
Has it been designed carefully to preserve the natural environment and the existing skyline in its vicinity?
yes,
Is the plan you've created, along with the house Ms. Goff has designed, proposed to be developed in such a manner as to be in keeping with the surrounding area?
yes,
Does the landscape plan as proposed minimize vegetation and soil removal?
yes,
Does the landscape plan retain existing vegetation where desirable?
Yes.
Does the landscape plan keep any changes, grade changes in character with the surrounding area?
Yes.
Will the proposal comply with the lighting requirements of the New Shoreham zoning ordinance?
Yes.
I have no further questions from Mr. Staton.
Thank you.
My next witness is Gail Goff, Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck's architect.
Get you sworn in.
Could you raise your right hand for me? Could you state your full name?
Gail Goff,
Could you spell your last name for me?
Goff.
And do
The first
you,
name is Gale.
thank you. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth during the course of this hearing?
I do.
Thank you.
Goff, what's your occupation?
I'm an architect.
And can you please describe your career history for the board?
Yes, I started practicing architecture in 1985, was registered in 1989. Spent 20 years at a firm called Estes Twombly in Newport. And in 2010, started my own firm in Little Compton. Am I on? Okay, all right. So I've been at it for a little while.
Would you explain how you approached the project with Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck?
Yes, we did, well, first of all, we spoke to Lisa and Mitch, extensively about what their needs were. We did kind of a survey of, adjacent properties and, went through kind of thorough lookbooks, styles, as to, the traditional look of the house.
And did you prepare a brief statement describing this project for the zoning board, which you filed with the original application?
Yes,
Is this your statement?
yes, it is.
Could you please summarize your statement for the board?
Mitchell Sider and Lisa Beck have owned this property for 20 years. It had, when they purchased it, it had a burger cottage on the higher portion of the property with an addition that housed the kitchen and had been added previous to their buying the property. So they've enjoyed it with their family for summers, 20 summers. And their children are now of an age that they're starting their own families. And this is an important place for their whole family because of the family time in the summers here. So they wanted to expand their house to accommodate their growing family.
And did you engage as part of the process Mount Hope Engineering to prepare a survey plan of the site showing the site conditions, the proposed conditions, and also to be used as an OWTS plan?
I did.
And is that the plan that we've previously admitted as applicants D?
Yes.
Is the OWTS design an 8-bedroom design?
Yes, it is.
And how many bedrooms are you proposing in the house itself?
The house has 5 bedrooms,
And how many are bedrooms in the Burger Cottage?
2 bedrooms,
And is that the total number of bedrooms on the property?
total of 7 bedrooms.
Okay. Was the OWTS plan based on site soil conditions which Mount Hope filed with as part of OWTS application number 2322-13-04? 1304?
Yes.
mark the soil evaluation for about DEM and topic H. Did this plan ultimately result in the presentation shown in your plans, which we'll present tonight, entitled Tidely Idly Beck Cider Residence, 787 off Snake Hill Road, New Shore, Rhode Island, zoning package dated 9/18/2025, consisting of A20 basement floor plan, A21 first floor plan, A22 second floor plan, A23 roof plan, A24 garage plan, A30 south elevation and window layout, A31 north elevation, A33 garage and burger elevations?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you a plan, and if you could please identify it as the plan you've prepared.
Yes.
As part of the planning process, did you also take pictures of the existing site conditions?
Yes.
I'm going to show you a series of 6 photos, and if you could identify them as those photos, please.
Yes. Should I identify each photo or these?
No, it's okay. We'll just do that.
Okay.
Of existing.
Existing conditions. Can you please describe the existing site?
The site is on the south end of the island. It has a distinct grade change as you go through the site. You start lower and then come up to a little bit of a flat area and then ascend up to the house where the main house will be.
Does the proposal as you've designed it consist of a redesigned house located in the location of the existing house and a relocated burger house restructured as an accessory dwelling unit and located in a complex of buildings, including a garage studio and swimming pool in a low location on the lot?
Yes.
Is that between the knoll and then where the main house?
Where the burger is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you please describe the structures you've designed and how they fit the topography of the lot?
Well, the burger, we didn't design that. The burger is being relocated without the addition, so it's just a one-story, a minimal structure. We have designed a one-car garage with an addition, that will be a studio space. That is kind of halfway up the hill. As you approach closer to the top of the hill, where the burger is now located, that they live in, the main house will be at the top of the hill.
And that's where the existing house is currently located?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
In designing the house for Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck, did you take into account section 306E of the zoning ordinance, which address houses which exceed certain threshold dimensions, section 406, which sets out the parameters for special use permits for such houses, and section 514, which provides performance standards for such houses?
Yes.
The relocated burger house doesn't approach any of these standards, does it? It doesn't approach going over any of the.
Oh, no.
And will the burger house be reconfigured to contain 2 bedrooms and no kitchen?
That's correct.
So only the main house you've designed, bringing section 5 406 and 514 into play. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Is the building of the footprint of the main house exclusive of ground level or first floor decks, 2,994 square feet,
Yes,
which is more than the 2,000 which triggers it, but less than the 3,500 that's allowed?
yes,
And does the house have 4,604 square feet of living area?
yes,
And that is less than the 5,000 square feet, which is allowed under section 514.
yes,
And the total building, is the total building volume 50,000 cubic feet?
yes,
And which is more than the 45,000 that triggers the standard, but less than the 65,000 which is allowed?
yes.
Now let's turn to building plans and wall plans. Does your design satisfy the building plane and wall plane standards of section 514?
I believe it does.
If you look at the south elevation sheet A20 and also on A30 of your plans, which are which are the floor plans and the elevations, is the entire length of the wall along this plane 86 feet, 5.5 inches?
Yes.
And would you explain to the board why it conforms to the building plane standard of the ordinance?
The main portion of the building, which is 45 feet, is a two-story structure.
We're talking about building plane now. See, I
Okay.
confused you too.
Yeah, okay.
Roofs don't matter.
Yeah, our roofs don't matter. Okay.
Right. But the length and the setbacks do.
Okay, all right. The building can be broken up and there's a main structure, the main space, and then adjacent structure is set back 16 feet
On the west-hand side.
on the west side.
And it's at a right angle.
It's at a right angle,
So basically, although it's in the same plane, it's set back 16 feet from that.
16 feet, yeah.
And the remainder of the structure that's not composed, is that 69 feet long? Consisting of 45, 17, and 7?
Yes,
Now we'll get to the wall standards, which are the 45-foot segment, the 17, and the 7. Does the zoning ordinance define wall plane as the portion of a building plane of consistent height and roof style? Does it?
yes,
Is the 45-foot section a two-story section?
yes,
Is the 24-foot section a one-story section?
yes,
Does the 45-foot section conform to the 45-foot maximum wall plane?
yes,
Is the 24-foot section a consistent height with the 45-foot section, or is it substantially lower?
it's substantially lower.
Does the 24-foot section conform to the 45-foot wall plane? Or would it if it wasn't set back 7 feet at one point?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
You have a 24 section consisting of 17 feet and 7, which is set back 7 feet. Is that a separate wall plane from the 45-foot wall plane?
What's set back 7 feet? Oh, just the porch?
The little porch.
The little porch, okay. Okay, repeat the question?
Is the section with the 17-foot segment and the 7-foot section a one-story section?
Yes,
And does that make it a separate wall plane from the 45-foot two-story section?
yes,
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? When you say that it's set back 7 feet,
The porch, the furthest, if you go across this, from left to right, from left to right, at the beginning of the 45, you have 45 at two-story. You have 17 at one-story without a setback. Then you step back 7 feet and you have 7 feet setback. Which just overcomplicates things because it doesn't matter because it's only 24 feet long. So
okay,
this-
when you keep saying that it's set back 7 feet, on the plan, it says 9.9. Okay, I got it.
Oh,
It's set back.
it's a 7-foot portion. You're right, yeah, you're right.
That's,
No, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry.
And it is a porch with a roof, so it's,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
Referring to the house plans, would you please describe the house and accessory structures in greater detail if you care to, their compatibility with the surrounding area, and their consistency with the requirements of the zoning ordinance?
Well, I believe the house will fit in naturally. We did a survey of the adjacent properties, and it's our opinion that it will fit nicely on the property and be a good neighbor.
Are the house and accessory structures you've designed appropriate for this site?
Yes,
Are they compatible with adjacent buildings in form, placement, and design?
yes,
Does the house and the accessory structures do they relate harmoniously to the terrain and to the existing buildings in the vicinity?
yes,
Are there scale, height, bulk, and proportions, including design, roof styles, facade openings, architectural style and detailing, and building materials, visually and dimensionally compatible with the surrounding area?
yes,
Will the house and the accessory structures as proposed adversely affect the physical and visual pattern of land use where they are located?
no,
Will the houses proposed have any negative effects on island or neighborhood character?
no,
In designing your proposal, have you been careful to preserve the natural environment of the existing skyline as currently viewed across Mr. Sider and Ms. Beck's property?
yes,
And that's by locating the house where the house already is
yes,
and the Burger Cottage and accessory buildings in a lower area?
yes,
Are the house and accessory structures designed to keep any grade changes in character with the surrounding neighborhood?
yes,
Is the use of the property for single-family dwelling unit consistent with the purpose of the zoning ordinance, the residential A zone, and the purpose of the comprehensive plan?
yes,
Mr. Staton has already stated this, but will you confirm that the lighting requirements the lighting on the site will comply with the lighting requirements of the New Shoreham zoning ordinance?
yes, I will.
I have no further witnesses. I do have one request. We all know how difficult it is to build a house within a year. You've been granting 2-year extensions. So I would ask you that if you see fit to grant this application, that you consider at least granting it for 2 years.
Does anybody have any questions? I don't know. Can we do that, Karen? Can we grant?
That's a
it
great
for-
question. Joe, do you have authority that they could do that? I don't,
I think it says a year, but I'm asking, but they've been granting 2-year extensions, and I'm seeing that in this, I'm seeing myself back here a year asking for a 2-year extension as opposed to,
It'd be
but
nice.
I can address that to you, Karen.
Yeah, I thought it said a year, but we could also, I can check and see if it's.
It'd be really
specific.
nice if we can't do it unless we can do it, right? But if.
yeah, that's my concern as well. If it says a year, I think we've got to abide by that. And then Joe, obviously there, as you know, there's a way to extend that if you need to, but I hear the concern.
And if I can I, you're obviously not going to decide this evening. So if I can communicate with Karen, if I can find something that allows it, I'll communicate to Karen.
That would be great, because it would be nice to be able to extend that to all, all
All
our applicants
applicants.
as it's difficult to get anything done.
Yeah.
In a year.
And we could push the decision off until January. I mean, we could,
No, I don't think we want to do
Okay,
that. Thank you,
so-
Jen. But yeah, a couple of months isn't going to matter. A year might matter.
Does anybody have any questions? And you're good?
I'm good.
Okay, this is a public hearing. Anybody out there? No one's here?
I bored them all to death.
Did it again, Joe.
and you already marked the planning board and conservation
We
commission.
do have a decision just for
the
anybody
last-
listening. We do have a favorable advisory from conservation and a favorable advisory from the planning board.
Okay, well then I will make a motion to close the public hearing and take it under advisement. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Thank you.
I emailed everyone at the table the planner's report, just so that you could use some of that language if you needed it for the decision.
Yeah, that's. Okay. Why don't we get? Is this that in here?
Planners, it was the planner's report. That I emailed everyone. I
This
emailed
is
you just
all
a few
this.
minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't see. Is it in here?
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
You also have that, yes. So for the, so for November 20th, we still have a quorum. We would have Corey, Steve, Susan, and Kate.
I would, given the difficulties you've had having quorums, reaching decisions, I would not agree to sit with less than 5 on this because we don't want to have that, run into that same problem. And you have 5 who've heard it this evening.
So you're asking for all 5
So
members?
we won't-
We won't have that for November.
We won't have that until January.
I'm asking for you, if you're going to have a hearing, all 5 to act on it. And I think, yeah, I think we want all 5 people present.
For the decision?
Yeah.
Because the hearing's closed.
Hearing's closed, so you understand that's January before we make a decision on this?
I understood, but I would like to have all 5 of you, yes. You can do it with 4, but I need 3 votes, and I only need 3 with 5 too, so I can lose 2 and still win.
Right, it used to be 5 and now it's the state law changed. So you can with 4.
He's saying that.
If you were to reach a consensus this evening, I'd probably change that. I might change that opinion.
Settle down over there, mister.
You do see how difficult it is to even get a quorum, right? It could be next July.
All right, well, while we're discussing this, how is everybody feeling?
No issues.
Great project.
I just comment on, just a complete aside, but the point Joe made that we could have these buildings going forever and ever and ever, provided there's a 16-foot setback is, I think, a real issue.
That was, yeah, that's something that
I mean, yeah.
the planning,
I can't believe it hasn't looked at.
That's probably because I interpret it in a different way. Like, I don't agree with that.
Right. Yeah, I think that I'm okay with this. I think I'm on board. Yeah, I wasn't. I have to say that. I mean, we know from the other meetings that we've had, there was a lot of questions and I had, with the argument of the wall plane and everything and the reading, I feel better because at first I was, had in my head something else. So I'm good. I'm good. I do not have time to write a decision though until January. Yeah, I definitely don't have a time to write a decision between now and then.
I won't be here next month. So,
Sure, you'll do it. Excellent. So good. So good. Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We have one decision that I have notes on. These are all the exhibits, Joan. I'm gonna
Okay.
Put a clip on them. have a clip here.
You can just put it on top of I'll take care of it.
You sure?
Yeah.
There's like, this is their pile, you know what I mean? Like.
Oh, well, I don't think we should take duplicates. They're just, I'll deal with it.
I'll
Don't worry about
clip
it.
their pile that they,
or the water.
That's the pile, those aren't marked exhibits, correct?
I have notes. I'm just trying to get organized.
No, this is the marked exhibit pile.
And we can't. I know. Karen, why is that? That you can Zoom and we can't?
I think you'd have a hard time getting solicitors.
But But it was this, it's a state, yes, where the board members have to be present.
Yeah, it's state law. Board members have to be present in the room. It's up to the board and the town whether you wish to allow applicants, me, others to appear by Zoom. But voting members have got to be in the room.
Gotcha.
So we allow the solicitor.
Okay.
And that's-
The only decision of the evening is for the State of Rhode Island and Block Island Water District, Plat 9, Lot 87, Payne Road. It's an application by the Block Island Water District for a special use permit under Section 306E and 417 to construct a structure to house the well pump control valves and water supplies. I move to approve the application of the Block Island Water District, Plat 9, Lot 87, for a special use permit under Section 306E, uses allowed by with special use permit to construct for the construction of a well house in the RA zone. This decision is based on the following findings of fact. The lot is located in the RA zone. It consists of 300,128 square feet. 265,128 square feet is developable. There's an existing World War II U.S. defense bunker on the property. It has a building footprint of 100 square feet. The proposed well house will have a building footprint of 600 square feet, resulting in a total building lot coverage of 0.2%. 4% is permitted in the RA zone. There are 2 driven wells on the property, the purpose of which are to provide water for the town. The well house is necessary to house and protect the electrical controls for the well pumps and the water treatment equipment. The structure does not require any dimensional relief. The proposed structure requires a special use permit under 306E as it is a utility facility in the RA zone. Under Article 4, criteria for special use permits, the proposed structure will be appropriate for the site, properly screened and compatible with adjacent buildings in form, placement, and design. The proposed structure as developed will not adversely affect the established physical and visual pattern of land use, nor will it have a negative impact on the neighborhood character. The proposed structure will not cause a nuisance or serious hazard to pedestrians or landward and seaward vehicles or their users. Appropriate infrastructure facilities will be provided to ensure the proper operation of the proposed structure. There will not be significant negative impact on natural resources or endangered species. The use is consistent with the purpose of the zoning ordinance. The proposed structure meets the standards of the comprehensive plan as it will further the economic goals of the town. The new wells and infrastructure will be beneficial to the town of New Shoreham and its inhabitants. The size and the use of the proposed building will require very little motor vehicle traffic as it will not be accessible to the public. The proposed structure will include water treatment equipment, improving the quality of groundwater. We've never been able to say that before. Under Section 417, special use permit criteria for utility facilities, the visual screening will minimize adverse visual impact and the facility shall be screened by planting up to the extent feasible. The development plan for any utility facility shall include evidence of compliance with all state and federal regulations for such facility. Any utility facility located in the residential A zone shall, to the extent feasible, be designed to resemble a single-family residence or accessory building. To this end, the general special use criteria set forth in 401A1 of this zoning ordinance shall be strictly construed and applied to such facilities. No utility facility located in the RA zone or the residential B zone should be allowed to attach an antenna or any other device related to the operation of the utility facility to a wind energy conversion system. Access to the proposed building will be adequate for safety vehicles and equipment. The applicant received a favorable advisory from both the Planning Board and the Conservation Commission. This decision has the following condition. The building is to be built in substantial accordance to the site plan and building plan submitted, which is exhibit probably 1. I don't know what exhibit it is. Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great. We have minutes.
I
didn't
think,
get to read.
Mark, were you at the hearing for that? I have,
Thought I was.
okay, I just want to make sure.
I remember seeing the presentation unless we didn't finish it or we.
Okay, I just want to, I just want to make sure.
No, we definitely did the whole thing because I wasn't at the meeting prior.
Okay.
Okay, I did not get a chance to look at the minutes, so.
Okay.
We'll have to approve a mix in. I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Great. All in favor?
Just thinking about the last one, it would be helpful